Pretty good looking swing here. Not sure how accurate, my launch angle is here. It really depends on, how level the camera is, but it looks like the camera's pretty accurate. Therefore, this is probably plus or minus just a couple degrees. So I'm thinking it was probably a deep fly out. You'll have to you can just send a message and tell me what it was. But you got under it. It looks to me like you got under it just a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe you powered that thing far enough, or the fence was close enough, or the wind was blowing out. Like a lot of good things can happen when you hit balls really high. But let me show you why you hit it so high. Again, I'd much rather see something like this than a ground ball to the pull side. Okay, so the reason you are doing a nice job elevating the ball here is because your top hand is so quiet through contact. Okay, you're not, flipping over or rolling over that pitch. So, if we look at this pitch coming in, kind of give you an idea. It looks like it's moving pretty good based on the amount of drop I'm seeing here. So it was a fastball, and you can see your barrel. See how it's just dropping underneath here a little bit. So it's kind of going underneath this line, right, down into here. Okay, and then it's going to start to work back up. And so you hit it at like kind of the perfect time as you're coming back up. So you can see, it gets kind of steeper out here, right? So you got this is it is more of a home run hitter's move, okay? Meaning you're coming from underneath, you're hitting the bottom half of the ball, and you're not rolling the wrist. So you're going to hit really high fly balls with this move. This may be isolated, okay? But what happens is, what's likely happening is if you're a little late going on right now, and you're trying to make contact back in here by your front toes, which I'd like you to make contact, there too, not all the time. Or if you're a little late, you're trying to make contact back here, you're going to foul a ton of balls off. Okay, you're going to foul them straight back, you're going to foul them up and to the right. Okay, and then when you hit it here, you probably have one good area to make contact, right about this big. If you're a little bit earlier than that, you're going to hit it off the end. If you're a little bit later, you're going to foul it straight back, okay, or shallow right field kind of thing. So I'm wondering if that's going on with this swing plane. I mean, that's what's going to happen if you take this swing, whether or not you're taking this swing all the time. So what we're going to need to do is shallow out your, kind of the first part of your swing plane. So again, this was what, 6 degrees we said? Okay, so back here, you're going to need to slot your hands a little bit higher. So as you come through, we got to pull the knob a little bit more through the front elbow directly to about this spot. I'm thinking your hands are dropping down and then coming back up to that spot. That's exactly what's happening, okay? So when your hands go like this, then your barrel is going to do the same thing right under this, pitch plane, if you will. Okay, so we have to pull. We got to use our left arm a little bit more. We got to think about pulling the hands forward a little bit more. If this is happening, you're going to get burned on anything above your thighs. Okay, and this pitch, I mean, this is a cookie, right? Like we got to we got to take advantage of pitches that high. Okay, we also have to take advantage of pitches here. I think you're going to have a hard time right now hitting a pitch up there. If I were to pitch you, if I was to see this swing on a scouting report, I would just throw you fastballs that were, belt high. That would be, anything with velocity, belt high. It's going to be hard for you to time up. Now, if I throw something down here, you're probably going to destroy it. Okay, so we just want to be multidimensional. Yes, if the pitch is down, awesome. I'm glad that you can, drop your bat head and hit this pitch here. Okay, but we also have to be able to do the high ones. So I want you to do some high T drills. I want you to flatten that off. Do your upper body isolation drills. The body's working great. Your load is fantastic. Your shoulders are fantastic. Your stride is great. Okay, it's just right here that left arm and left elbow get a little bit low. Okay, so as you go here, see how tight your left bicep is to your chest? So then what happens is you got to overcorrect it, and then watch how you really pull that left elbow up right there. And when you make that correction, it's not that your left elbow is too high there, it's that it went from very low to very high quickly. And what that does is that drops the barrel. Okay, so as soon as that elbow works up and the knob pulls up drastically, that barrel will drop underneath and then come through. So, the other option is you just miss this. I don't think you just missed it. I think that's hey, I was underneath this. I didn't just hit the bottom half of the ball. I came from underneath and lifted that ball. So let me know if you've been, maybe getting under balls, fouling good pitches off, that kind of stuff, because that's what it is. And really the easy fix, do the high tee drill. I'll put that in there. And just think about shallowing off your hand path. You know how to do that with the high tee drill. Again, you can set up a tee, set it up out here, maybe at your belt. Okay. And then I like to put, you can put anything, but you can put like a couple buckets in here, stack a couple buckets back here. Okay, giving yourself a little room. Okay, giving yourself about 3 or 4 inches. And then just kind of force yourself to bring your swing plane in here, kind of like that, and then stay through it that way. Okay, that would be the idea of the high tee drill.